hands in the air if you's a true player. I love it when you call me Big Papa. To the honeys getting money player.
Are you working? Is it on? Oh, it's on. Okay. All right. Welcome, guys. This is our first episode of our first podcast, The Locker Room. I'm Shaddix. This is Aiden. Parker's in the corner. He's the Google guy. He looks so devious there. We're in the closet, the media closet, obviously.
Yeah.
We're going to talk mainly professional sports. You might do some Blanchard sports, some college sports, but mainly professional, any and all sports. This week we're going to focus mainly on the NFL because it's
First
like
week.
debut. Well,
Yeah,
I guess by the
first
time you guys see it, it'll be the second week, but you know,
that's okay.
close enough. So, first things first, I think we talk about Zesty Caleb. Caleb Williams. Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw. Might have to Google it. I might throw in a picture later whenever I edit, but he had like these painted nails, Chicago Bears.
His nails painted with the Bears across them.
You know, it's 2024 though.
Yeah,
It's 2024.
who really gets a
But stats wise, not looking too hot. I mean, he is a rookie. It's his first game.
First game for Caleb Williams, 93 yards.
I don't like Caleb just because he's a traitor.
Exactly.
I was at the game he played, his first game with OU.
Yeah, he did good
It was
that
pretty
game.
wild. I was sitting there and I was like, whoa, he's pretty good. But now he sucks because he's a traitor and he sucks. And I hate him.
He also got 14 for 29 completions.
14 for 20. That's could be better, honestly.
Could be a lot better.
Step it up, Caleb.
Especially with how much weapons they put around him.
He does have a lot of weapons.
Keenan Allen, Romo, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm saying that right.
whatever his name is.
Yeah.
So Caleb definitely needs to. I'm not sure what it is that he's lacking. His timing seemed to be a bit off whenever he do his 3-step and go through his progressions. He didn't seem to be on time, which caused him to be forced. Yeah. Which, I mean, he's playing up to NFL speed. Whenever you go to the next level, every time it's going to be a lot harder to catch up, you know.
Exactly.
I would know.
Yeah.
From a JV demon to a kind of varsity guy, you know.
Exactly.
I didn't have any touchdowns. I'm so sad. All right.
Still
Another point. So, yeah, I think that pretty much
Also,
covers.
I think we need to address C.J. Stroud
Okay.
week 1.
CJ Stroud is the GOAT. I'm saying he's probably going to get a Super Bowl. I'm saying he's going to get a Super Bowl. I don't think he's Pat Mahomes good. I know people don't like it whenever I say Pat Mahomes good because, like, why not Brady? Pat Mahomes is new, and he's just a different guy. Yeah, he's not quite Pat Mahomes good, but he has potential to be, and I think he has a serious opportunity at being one of those legacy guys like Rodgers, Brady,
He will
Drew
definitely win a
Brees.
Super Bowl in his career.
He has to win a Super Bowl.
At least one.
And I think the team they have, let's just talk about this real quick. My entire fantasy team is pretty much the Houston Texans offense. It's just like Stephon Diggs, Joe Mixon, both together. Like, that's already kind of scary in itself. And then you throw in CJ Stroud, and their defense could be better, honestly. I was kind of sad about their defense.
But they were also going against the Colts. So.
They were going against the Colts, and they're
Anthony
pretty good.
Richardson.
Even though I hate Anthony Richardson is overrated in my opinion.
But did you see his off the back foot throw?
I did not see
It
that.
was like off the back foot,
Off the
straight
back.
downfield. I don't know if it was a touchdown throw or not. It was like 60-yard throw. 60, 70-yard throw.
Sorry.
It's
That's yeah.
ridiculous.
Speaking of
Back to
crazy
Stroud.
plays, Robert Morris player with the interception.
Oh, yeah,
Google
that was-
who the Robert Morris guy is with the interception, Parker. We have a Google guy.
We'll put that clip in.
So yummy the way he just jumps up and
Yeah,
it
exactly.
was yummy. Although it was against Utah State,
But
and I was kind of sad because whenever Jamie Nance played at Utah State after he went from Utah State or from Nebraska, he went to Utah
I probably
State.
don't know who that is. Dude.
And well, if you don't know who Jamie Nance is, he's like the only D1 football player that we've had in a while here at Blanchard. Besides Ross, who got up to an 87 overall in my dynasty on CFP 25, by the way. EA cooked. Oh, we should talk about that sometime.
Yeah,
Never mind. Sometime. Robert Carter Jr. got the interception. And yeah, it was pretty yummy. I'll put that
I
in
could
there.
do that. I'm joking. I could do that. But CJ Stroud, First game, he had 234 yards, 24 for 32 incompletions, and 2 touchdown throws. No turnovers.
Want to know who also had great stats? Dak Prescott, because he's the GOAT.
We don't need to talk about that Prescott.
But I love Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is the GOAT.
Prescott
He only
sucks.
threw up 11 fantasy points, but, he's
yeah,
concerned.
exactly. Only 11.
He's saving it for later.
He's saving
Okay.
it later.
He's saving it for later.
Right,
Want to
so-
also saving it for later? Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
He's
sure.
coming back.
Whatever
He's a
he's-
comeback.
I think he's retired.
I think he's
That's me.
actually
It's
cooked.
like-
He's cooked this year.
Yeah,
He
that
can't
first
do
game,
anything.
It looked really good, like the first quarter when they were up.
Oh, the
And then-
game has evolved so much since he was in his prime. Like, now you have to be able to run the ball along with pass it. And if you can't do both,
You're kind of good.
you're done for. I mean, there's
Yeah.
not much you can do. Like, you could be Tom Brady. I don't know if Tom Brady would be as successful in the league as he is.
He was. He played.
He was.
2021.
But that was with an exceptional O-line, right? And whenever he lost that exceptional O-line, people were calling him washed. And I feel like quarterbacks don't really get washed, except for Russell Wilson. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know if he got, like, CTE or something.
I guess. Russell Wilson just sucks.
Poor Russell. I love Russell. He was... I remember playing Madden 17 Mobile on my phone. Russell Wilson would piss me off, because I'd be running a cover 9. You hate it when I run cover 9s on Madden. I'd be running a cover 9, and I'd have everybody covered, and he'd just run it. I couldn't do
Russell
anything about
Wilson
it.
was something.
He was something until he wasn't all of a sudden, which
Yeah.
is
It was that Broncos trade that did something to him.
yeah.
Not even the Steelers. He didn't play
The Broncos are disease.
Oh, yeah,
It's
the
an infection.
Steelers game.
Oh, the
No
Steelers
offensive
game.
points.
Yeah, that's pretty wild right there.
It was just field goals, I believe. Or it was all special
Dude,
teams.
and Josh Allen. Great.
Josh Allen carried my
Googly.
fantasy team.
Josh Allen
I would've
produced
lost.
30 fantasy points, or 33
Allen.
fantasy points, I
30.
believe.
It was 30. I think it was 31.
31. I don't know. Well, now I gotta check. Hold on. You keep talking that way.
He put up a stupid amount of points, carried my fantasy, and came back against the Cardinals. They were down 2 scores at one point, I think. But it was a really, really good game.
It was 31 points. You're right.
Yeah,
I'm stupid.
honestly, that
Okay.
game, I was rooting for Kyler Murray. I'm a Kyler Murray fan.
Dude, I love Kyler Murray. All right, Kyler Murray needs a comeback. Okay, I'm
Kyler-
sad.
He did have a comeback, almost like that first half.
No,
that
like
game was
I'm
exceptional.
talking like a season comeback.
Yeah.
Like he needs to go to the playoffs and do something because he
The
never
one year he
was.
did,
Yeah.
that was
Well, he had so many weapons. He never was a bad quarterback. I think he's one of the best. Not
He
necessarily
could be one of the best in the league.
one of the best. Yeah, just because
despite injury.
he has such good footwork, so quick, and he can throw from pretty much anywhere. You
He's
know.
just been fighting injury.
Yeah, he's just fighting injury, and Cardinals are kind of booty, just in general.
Yeah. Almost beat the Bills, though. That was
They
a
did
good
almost
game.
beat the Bills. Yeah.
I watched that in the car on the way back.
No, that play where Josh Allen, I guess there's 2 plays where he's flying through the air.
Yeah, he jumps a lot.
It's pretty. He does jump a lot, which kind of
He's also like
scares me
6'5", so.
because I'm like, is he gonna break himself? But
He almost did. They thought he hurt his left.
yeah,
left
but
hand.
apparently he's invincible.
He is.
'Cause-
Has he ever been injured?
No,
Not that I know.
I don't think so. I think he's missed practices before, but he's never been
Out.
out for a game. So yeah, there's that.
It's pretty easy to be invincible when you're 6'5".
Yeah, he's one of the greats. Speaking of greats, back to Tom Brady. I love Tom Brady. I read his book.
He has a book.
He has a book.
I didn't know that.
It was like an autobiography. I read it, and I read someone else's book. They had cancer or something like that, but they were a coach. That's a weird description. But no, it was broadcasting. I'm a Cowboys fan, if you couldn't tell by my Dak Prescott.
Eagles fan.
I almost said something I'm not allowed to say.
Eagles fan. I hate Dak
Eagles
Prescott.
Well, Jalen Hurts sucks, even though I love
Jalen
him.
Hurts. That first game scared me. 2
Yeah.
touchdowns, 2 interceptions. It was scary for a long time.
And they were both kind of his fault,
They were
too.
both. No, they were both his fault. One of them could have been broken up, but AJ Brown slipped on the soccer field they played on.
That's besides the point.
But
So,
also, I think we need to talk about AJ Brown's performance. He cooked.
we can
Jerry
talk about that in
Alexander.
a little bit. Right now, we're on Tom Brady still.
We're still
Tom Brady's broadcasting.
yeah.
Tom Brady. He stuttered so many times. It kind of hurt. I'm not gonna
I didn't
lie.
get to watch it, so I didn't see it.
I watched about the first half because it was like the Browns might do something here, but then the Cowboys just ate the Brownies. And
I mean, it's Deshaun Watson. He's kind of washed.
yeah, I never liked Deshaun Watson. Everybody
No.
said he was better than Dak because they were in the same draft class.
He's better than Dak.
No, he's not.
Texans.
He's not better.
On the Texans.
Oh,
he
okay.
was.
Yeah, but that's because he had DeAndre Hopkins. He had a great line. Well, an all right
Until they
line.
played Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Pat
And then-
Mahomes just.
And they had to come back. That was
Pat Mahomes demolishes teams and their confidence because that's Pat Mahomes right there.
never forget that Super Bowl.
The hold.
I hate James Bradbury for that
Yeah.
play.
So yeah, Tom Brady, he's a GOAT at football. I'm sure, you know, it's his first time broadcasting. He ought to,
Hopefully the jitters wear off.
yeah, he ought
Because
to.
I want to see him broadcast. Which, of course, I don't think he really cares what we think because he's making $375 million
Yeah.
broadcasting, so I don't really think he cares about our.
Yeah, but I think he's one of those guys that just wants to be the best at whatever he does, and
Yeah, he can still play, honestly. If you're asking me, he can still
I
play.
think he could.
He can come back and
He can
play
still
for the-
throw. Did you see that video? It was. I might throw it in there later whenever I edit it. No, he was like doing warm up throws and stuff just with random people, and yeah, he still looked just as good
He
as
still
he did
got it.
before.
Honestly.
He's
He's just so old, he might fall apart. That's the only thing. You know, who needs a quarterback right now?
Who needs it? What teams need a quarterback?
That he would survive on like his second
Oh.
times.
Well, we were just talking about the Browns. Oh no, he would die at the Browns.
Yeah, I said
Falcons.
Falcons. I don't care if they just signed Kirk.
Kirk Cousins, I don't think is washed yet.
Not yet, but
He might be soon in the
Something
future.
else. They changed his whole stance. The Falcons did.
Yeah, I
He
know.
always-
I hate it whenever teams
He
change
always
things about
said he's had the
people.
same stance, same everything since the Redskins, and they changed it, and he played horribly
I just popped my shoulder. Sorry. Sorry. Continue.
against them. It was
Um,
painful.
Yeah, he could. Tom Brady could honestly come back in the league. So
There's enough Tom Brady clips.
yeah, it might be enough Tom Brady. That's what I was gonna say earlier about Dak. I'm glazing Dak. No, so let's talk about OU. What the heck, OU? Jackson Arnold. I loved you. I had hope for you.
It's only week 2. There's still a lot, but it was Houston.
You gotta remember, we're OU fans. Anything that's bad immediately means our season's completely over.
It already was over, but stellar defense. Stellar defense. When you put this defense with Baker, we would have won that national championship.
All right, so you mentioned Baker. We're in a segment into that later.
Exactly.
Because we have to talk about that immaculate performance.
Mike Evans took
I
my
love you,
fantasy.
Baker. I met
Back to
Baker.
OU.
I met.
Back to
Oh, so sorry. Back to OU. Okay. So yeah, 16-14 against. I don't even remember what their name was. That's how
Houston.
trash they were.
Was it 16 to 14 or
Houston.
16 to 12?
It was 16-14, I believe. I don't check it out. Oh my gosh,
What was it?
he's trash. I don't know.
Hold on, let me
Parker's
check it
dookie
real
at
quick.
this. I don't know. It was way too close.
Oh, you. What was OU's score?
Pay attention, Parker. No, so yeah, we could not produce anything. Our defense
It
is
was
great.
16 to 12.
for the
only
most part.
reason we took the lead was with a safety.
Yeah. So I think if our defense can score all our points,
We'll be okay for a little bit.
we'll win.
Until we
But
get Texas. We're
they
not-
say
we're not-
defense wins championships, and while I do agree with that, you have to have an offense in order to get to the championship.
We agree with that because we already know,
Because we already know.
as OU fans, what happens
Oh.
when we get to the defense.
Oh yeah.
I hate Georgia.
I hate Georgia.
Anyways,
I also hate Georgia because any of my fellow NCAA 25 players, the EA game, you can't play online without going against some Georgia guy that probably
Or
has
Ohio
never
State.
even heard of Georgia before.
or Ohio State.
And then, yeah, they just absolutely demolish me because I'm trying to be cool and play with, like, Tulane or something, or Tulsa, put Ross in. Or, Tyler plays with Tulsa, too, right?
Who?
Tyler Hughes. What do you
Maybe.
mean, who? The Grim Reaper. Sorry. Alright. He killed 3 kids.
Okay, anyway.
Okay. Baker Mayfield. We were talking about Baker Mayfield earlier. Baker absolutely roasted. Who are they
Slow
playing?
roasted.
Slow roasted.
They played the. Hold on, let me check real quick. I think it was
The Lions.
No, they didn't play the Lions.
Crap.
That's this week. They played
That's
the
this
Lions this week. Barker, who did Who'd the Buccaneers play last
Washington.
week?
Washington.
They played the Commanders.
I knew it was some red team. That's why I was
Baker
like, Detroit doesn't make any
It was
sense.
24 for 30 on completions.
And that, I don't know if you guys saw it, yet again, might throw it in there later, but that little touch pass to Mike Evans right there in the basket. It was yummy. It was delicious. It made my
4
mouth.
touchdowns, 24 for 30 completion, 290 yards for Baker Mayfield.
Or Jared. Jared Goff didn't do
Jared
too well
Goff didn't
last
do
week.
too well. I honestly thought he'd do a lot better. But he had a touchdown and interception.
Sidetrack.
Mike Evans, 5 receptions, 61 yards, 2 touchdowns. Saved my fantasy. 30% chance to win. Mike Evans played, went up to 70. I won my fantasy game. That's all I can say.
Congratulations. I would have beat him by
Against
like
the
40
A.
points.
You would have beat me by 40 points.
Because I'm a genius, and let's just talk about how goated my fantasy team is right now.
I was starting Mark Andrews.
All right, if anybody's
all I can
actually
tell you.
watching this, I know this might go on YouTube. In the comments, tell me how amazing I am. I picked Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Joe Mixon, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, Travis Kelce, Devontae Adams, Xavier Worthy, who produced 20 points
This
as a
is an
rookie.
8-man league, by the way.
This is an 8-man league, but shut up.
So don't say anything about being a 4-man league, too.
Brandon Aubrey, and then the Ravens defense. I was disappointed about the Ravens defense, but they were playing the Chiefs, so how much you can do about that?
We'll talk about that game in a second.
Oh yeah, the Ravens Chiefs game. That was a wild game.
I have Mark Andrews starting. That's all I can tell you.
Travis Kelce has not done well so far his first week. He didn't get a lot of targets, but the targets he did get, he didn't do much with. I'm not gonna call
He's
him a
washed.
bust yet. Okay, just
I
jump
don't know what we're
straight.
talking about.
You hate the Chiefs.
They beat us in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I would hate him too. But y'all are Dallas, so like y'all are gonna make Super
I
Bowl.
hate the 49ers. That's who I hate.
For real. They also blew
Stupid
us out
Brock.
last year too.
His pretty face.
I hate Brock. I despise Brock Purdy.
Oh yeah, Derrick Henry. Sorry.
I just hate Brock Purdy.
Derrick
I could
Henry.
go on for hours about Brock Purdy, but we're
How
not gonna
much
do
you-
that because we don't have much. We have a little bit left.
Oh yeah, we have some time. So yeah, Brock Purdy. Oh yeah, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry now with the Ravens. That's a great team he's on right there.
No.
They now have 2 running backs in the backfield, Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry.
Let me just say they didn't utilize him as much.
They didn't utilize him, but they might be saving him for later. Let's see, he only got 13 carries, but 46 yards and a touchdown. So that's not horrible for his debut with a brand new team.
Which I thought they
mean-
would have utilized him a lot more.
Yeah.
I think if they did, they would have won. That
Yeah, he was the other running back. I don't remember his name. He got a lot more reps than Henry did.
It's just week 1.
I think. But yeah, it's week 1. I mean, he's with a new team. I'm sure he'll be utilized a lot more.
The toe. I think that's what we need to talk about. The toe on the line.
The toe.
Game-winning catch. Isaiah Likely.
Oh.
Back in the end zone.
What? This is your thing.
You didn't see it?
No, I didn't see
Oh,
it. I have
Lamar
0
Jackson
clue what you're
threw
talking
it.
about. Oh,
Threw it last play of the game. Threw it back end zone. Isaiah Likely caught it, came down. They had it touchdown originally, but the toe of his cleat was out of bounds.
yeah, I
and
saw
they
a
called
clip
it
of it.
back.
I didn't get to see it in game, so I
And
wasn't
then he
allowed to
go
be
to
pissed
OT,
at it.
so
I remember. Yeah, I went to bed at like 8 because I was so sleepy.
yeah, that game wasn't fun. It was
So
a good game till then.
yeah, our final topic: Tyreek Hill or the Texas versus Michigan game.
Probably Texas, Michigan, because
Texas, Michigan.
Honestly, thought it'd be a better game.
That was a game that will probably not be remembered except for by Michigan fans because
Texas fans won't let it live down.
that was pretty uneventful right there.
What was the score?
Texas got 31 and Michigan got 12, I believe.
12?
Texas they killed them there. And honestly, it was
What was the stats for Quinn Ewers?
Quinn. Hold on, here let me check real quick. Quinn got 246 yards for 3 touchdowns, 24 for 36 completions. That's,
Yeah, that's
pretty
pretty
good.
good.
That's 66% completion.
But he's also on the Texans. Not the Texans, Texas.
Texas. Who knows? He might be on the Texans soon. You never know.
No, CJ Stroud.
What if he dies?
No.
But yeah, so Texas just ate Michigan alive. I don't think Donovan Edwards hardly did diddly. Even though I love Donovan Edwards. Yeah, I only had 41 yards for 8 carries. I'm surprised they didn't stick more to their true offense. Usually they're super run heavy. I mean, they ran a lot.
Probably trying something new this year.
Yeah, I know they were trying to
Quinn
branch
Ewers
out or
last year.
something.
I mean, he can't play another year, can he?
Quinn?
Yeah. I think.
No, because he was redshirted, I think. So I think this is his junior year. But he might go to the draft this year. You never know. But yeah, it was just kind of it's like 24-3 in the first half. So I was like, they're done for. And then I look, I'm like, oh, they scored.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah, that was the only thing they did. So
Me being an OU fan, I hate seeing the score. I honestly thought Michigan would hopefully win.
as a native Texas guy who also kind of likes OU, I think I'm happy. But I do like Michigan. Just a little bit.
I hate J.J. McCarthy.
Because I love Tom Brady.
But I hate J.J. McCarthy, but I feel bad for him at the same time. They won't get to play a season.
Poor
But
JJ.
just real quick, Sam Darnold
Sam Darnold.
went off for some reason. But it's probably because he had Justin Jefferson
Yeah.
to throw passes to.
Yeah, pretty much anybody. I
think it was just Sam Darnold.
If you throw me in there and Justin Jefferson's playing receiver, I'd probably have some pretty good stats.
You'd be just fine.
Yeah,
But-
I'd be just fine.
yeah, but I think it was just the Jets that did Sam Darnold horrible. They
Yeah,
can't develop QBs.
yeah. I like Sam Darnold personally. I don't know why
can't
anybody
develop-
ever
Zach Wilson,
said he was
Sam
bad.
Darnold. They can't develop a QB.
I still think Zach Wilson's a good quarterback. I know
He's a good
nobody's gonna agree with me when I say that, but I
he can
think
be a good quarterback.
I think he had potential to be one of the best. He was just stuck with a crappy
He was
team.
on the Jets.
Yeah, he was on the Jets.
That's exactly
I mean,
what happened.
anybody that's ever been on the Jets
Knows.
ends up being trash. I mean, look at Aaron Rodgers. We decided he's washed now
For week one.
for week
Although-
one.
and
Who
now-
knows? Who knows?
Last topic before we cut it off, unless you want to go a little longer.
Hands on, or what? Hold on. Hands behind your back. Get down. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, one more topic. Tyreek Hill got arrested before the game, and in his press conference, he said he was respectful the whole time, which is a
Dude,
complete lie.
for
Body
him
cam
being-
footage came out, and
Say,
he was very disrespectful towards the police.
yeah. Which
also
made the
Tyreek Hill.
police like super aggressive
Which
toward
that's
him.
why they threw him on the ground, and that's why everybody
Yeah.
was mad for a little bit. But
Although I was watching Pat McAfee's podcast, ironically.
of course,
Yeah, of course I was. I
doesn't.
live on that. No, there was some other dude that also almost got arrested or did get arrested trying to defend Tyreek Hill while it was happening. I don't remember.
they let Tyreek Hill go though.
I don't remember who it was. It was someone like important though. That just sounds bad. Someone famous. Everyone's important. You're important too. I love you. But yeah, I thought that was crazy, and I thought it was crazy how well he performed during the game. Because I mean, that has to be a
80-yard
you know.
touchdown.
If I eat the wrong slice of pizza, my game's ruined later. So
And he got arrested.
he got arrested.
So I think that's a little bit different
I
than a slice of
respect
pizza.
that. Yeah.
80-yard touchdown, Tyreek Hill, behind the behind the back celebration. Everything was great about it.
Beautiful. It was beautiful, and I love and hate Tua at the same time.
I just despise Tua because he started over Jalen Hurts.
The only reason I don't like Tua is because he's a left-handed quarterback, and whenever they throw left-handed, it grosses me out for some reason. I'm not sure why. It looks
You know
slow
who grosses me out when they
and
throw?
stupid.
Jalen Hurts.
Really?
It's just this form looks funny. Yeah, exactly. That's how he throws it, but he still throws bombs. And everybody will say,
No, he's just
Hail Mary in the
throws,
Super Bowl.
He's like
But-
super tight to him.
Yeah, but he still throws
I mean,
decently accurate.
he gets all the checkpoints that are required for
Yeah.
a good throw.
Mhm.
Unlike people like Phillip Rivers and Joe Flacco back in the day, they just freaking and call it a day.
Yeah, but
like an Angry Birds noise.
yeah, but that game was something.
Yeah, it was.
Tyreek Hill's game was something.
Yeah, it was something special
Yeah.
too, which makes
Also,
me excited.
We need to talk about our Super Bowl predictions.
Oh yeah, Super Bowl
Week
predictions.
1 Super Bowl predictions after watching the 32 teams play. We now get to predict our Super Bowl predictions. Party, you can have it on this too.
Steelers win it all.
Steelers win it all.
Only by field goals.
Only by field goals.
I'm thinking Steelers and
She's
the Niners.
Another NFC team.
Steelers and the Niners. That's a bold prediction.
Steelers win it.
I'm gonna have to say the Eagles just because I'm an Eagles fan, and it's gonna be Eagles versus more than likely, it saddens me to say, probably the
It's just the
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Probably the Chiefs.
I'm delusional. I think the Cowboys are going to
Cowboys.
The Cowboys not. The Cowboys aren't gonna do
No,
anything.
see, I'd like to lie to myself, but I've done that for the past however many years it is. I've pretty much accepted that until Jerry Jones isn't breathing, the Cowboys won't be either. So, at least during the playoffs, we're dead. We're done.
By the way, you also haven't paid Michael Parsons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, which also makes me angry, because Dak, why would you want that? Like I get getting paid for what you do. Why would you want that much money?
Because he can in the league.
Yeah, but do you not want other players on your team?
Yeah, exactly. That's why, like, if I was a quarterback, you could. If I'm Dak Prescott, I would have taken I want to be spoiled. I'd say $10 million deal.
Yeah,
For how many years?
Like a year.
Like,
He had 4 years.
like 4 years. I'd put
4
4
years
year,
for
$10 million
$240 million.
4-year deal.
But he's making
sign
that in
all the
like
other
3
receivers.
games now.
Exactly.
So,
Like,
yeah.
But sign me weapons. And
Yeah, sign me some
And I'll be
weapons.
okay.
Give me a Super Bowl. But yeah, no. So I'm thinking, I'm gonna go realistically here. Ravens are stacked, but I like Houston, and I think Houston will have the Super Bowl
appearance.
No,
Oh,
win.
Super Bowl win. Who do you think Houston's going to play, though? Houston gets who?
I don't know. Who do I think Houston's gonna play?
The Patriots. Oh yeah.
The Patriots are in the AFC.
Okay, they're coming out.
What are you- You're gonna break the rules of the NFL.
Realistic.
Realistic
Alright,
NFL.
back to the prediction.
The Texans are AFC, correct?
Yes, Texans are AFC.
Oh, that goes.
NFC team. I don't want to say Eagles because you're in here and that makes me feel bad. But I think it's gonna be the Eagles. that are
Eagles
going to
Texans
the
Super Bowl would be fire. Like,
And I
if
think
they
the
were both on
Texans
this
are
team, if they were both there, I'd be the one holding the sign. Can't they both win?
That hurts my pride to
like,
give
can they
you
both
that
do it?
victory right there.
Yeah, but we honestly, if we played Texans in the Super Bowl, it'd be just
Whoever wins, wins.
it'd be whoever wins. Two great teams playing.
Alrighty. Did we cover it all?
We covered everything we wanted to.
Parker, you could be better, but give me a high five.
Dude.
First, hey, it's week 1 jitters, y'all.
This week.
We gotta get him out.
Aiden, you're always perfect. High five.
What? He likes the
Gear
Eagles.
shift.
All right.
That's a good point. Alright, and I think that's it. Bye, guys. Oh, crap. I can't figure out how to turn this thing off. Hold on.